But Taylor, whilst he hasn't got the biggest checkout in the Premier League so far, certainly has the most impressive. That 1-2-5 against Ray Barneveld. What was it? 50-25-50. Absolutely incredible on the opening night.
100. We should just remind any newcomers to our coverage, it's 14 legs. The first player to get 8 is the winner, but you can't have a 7-7 draw. And in fact, we've had a glut of draws already in this tournament the first 2 weeks. And who's to say we're not going to get one or two tonight, John?
Yes, well, I forecast, as Rod Harrington has, that King and Park is a draw. That's for my money, for what it's worth. This one, you've got to go with Taylor. Jenkins, of course, and Taylor fought out the final of the Premier League 2 years ago, 2007. Jenkins was in the best form of his life at the time, was in 5 big televised finals during the course of that season.
But you know, Taylor has always just seemed to be the master of Jenkins. They've met many times. Taylor's managed victory on most of them. I think twice Jenkins has drawn against him in this competition. But you can see Taylor coming on early this evening, first on to this packed house in Coventry, as Jenkins looked for 116 to hold the throw. 16 for double top. You know what he wants for the opening leg, and that was a long way away.
Yes, should be back. You can never say for certain when Taylor's on the prowl, but 170 is what he wants. And 170's, not for the time being anyway, what he's going to get. So it's going to be Jenkins for a 13-dart finish to take the earliest of leads. Hold his throw. That will be his aim tonight. For the moment, though, it's double 10. His aim gets it. And 1-0 to Terry Jenkins.
Second leg is filled to throw first. Game on.
Well, I noticed in the press this morning the odds being offered against Jenkins winning the first leg of this match, and the advice was take it.
96.
And well, if anybody heeded that advice, you've made a profit already. But Terry's got to carry that on through the match.
Yes, you recall last week in Edinburgh, of course, Taylor made, by his standards, a lukewarm start. 91 his average for, I think, the first half of the match. Then he really clicked into gear, went from lukewarm to red hot, and ended well at 101 average against Lam Clayson. With scores like that, 180 the first of the match from Taylor, and that's the way this guy tiles up his average.
Yes, that's his 11th in the tournament, 5 in each of the previous 2 matches. Yes, a tournament average, as you say, going into this match of around about 104, 107.5 against Barney week 1, 102, just under 102 against Yella Klassen last week. Terry Jenkins had an average of 97 the first week, 96 last week. That's pretty good. I don't think too many players would complain at that.
And Taylor now in with a chance of an 11-dart check out to level the match. 85 the target.
Yes, double 14 now. He tends to go that way, Taylor, on the 85. This is the problem, though. Not the easiest of doubles.
17.
Not the easiest of doubles, double 7. Double 14's nice, but that which follows it.
And a chance for Jenkins. Now needs treble 17 for the ball. Now the bullseye for a colossal finish. And it is just a whisker away.
Yes, it was indeed a close call. Nearly 2 up Jenkins. But is this where Taylor levels up at 1 leg all? Gotta go just over the top. Does so, didn't move a muscle, knew exactly the weight he needed. There you have his view of the target, and a nice little flip of his 3rd dart.
Really was an outstanding finish, was it not? We saw it there so graphically. It was keyhole surgery from Phil Taylor as he balanced the 2nd dart. There are the averages, not much to choose between them.
96.
Very unlucky there, Dave Jenkins. Just the wrong side of the wire. 161 to put him 2 up would have been handy. Of course, as he gets his first 180, and his intention of holding his throw. So far, so good for Terry Jenkins.
Well, been a standout start to our adventures in Coventry in the Midlands here. The darts fans packed in here for another carnival night of entertainment. And Jenkins can ill afford totals of that nature. 33 against Phil Taylor simply isn't enough. Remember,
no.
Jenkins had the throw here.
And you know, Taylor sensed, didn't he, that there was an opportunity. And although his lead isn't a massive one, it's a lead nonetheless. But Jenkins hitting back well here.
140.
He's had 180 in this leg, and it served him well because he's going to be first to a double. In whatever form that double takes, it might be the bull, in fact, but depends what Taylor scores here, I think. Because Jenkins now will go treble 20. He won't go the treble 16 route, he'll go treble 20, double 14, 20-18 bull. Oh, that's appalling. A dreadful dart, Terry. 83 wanted, treble 17. Good recovery for double 16, for 2-1. Great recovery that. Great recovery by Jenkins. 2-1 up, and his average day, 108.
It was a really impressive recovery. The first dart, as you say, was a real rusty bucket. But this is the kind of performance that Jenkins knows, and in fact every player knows, you have got to produce if you are going to contain Phil Taylor. And Jenkins has won his legs with the darts. We've got a glimpse there of the serene. This is Yvonne Taylor.
140.
Sitting as always, picture of calmness and composure, watching the old man having another day at the office.
140.
Yes, here at the Ricoh Arena, half a mile off the M6, very accessible, on the edge of the city of Coventry. Saw the Sky Blues last Saturday draw 2-all at Blackburn Rovers Day. Very impressive they were too. Got a good draw in midweek at Burnley, almost won that one. So, no doubt, majority of Coventry fans in this crowd here tonight. There's 3,000 they reckon in the Ricoh Arena.
100.
And of course, Coventry, a hotbed for sport. Not only their soccer side, they're going pretty well at the moment, but of course they have a very successful ice hockey. We see them on Sky Sports. And of course the Coventry Bees in the Elite League of Speedway, one of the great traditional sides
60.
on the oval track sport.
Will require 121.
Taylor throwing.
Wants the bull. He may not go bull, but it looks as though he's going to go for it.
96.
Unlucky. Didn't have to, with Jenkins being on 178. But you fancy he'll split this 25 successfully, don't you?
Well, he's had 3 darts and a double in that second leg, you'll recall. Now 16 remaining over here, double 8.
Game.